It's feel good. It's feel good.
Hey guys, I felt the need to do a video sharing my opinions on the situation affecting the Sikhs in Punjab and by extension the international Sikh community. I'll start with a brief explanation of what's been taking place. Most media outlets have put a political spin on the events, which is partly true, but I'll touch on the origins of the protesting, its contemporary importance, and what it means to the Sikh community going forward. I recognize that the events aren't just a knee-jerk reaction and that there are deeper roots for this Panjabi Sikhs frustration, but with this video I'll talk about the events following the desecration of Guru Granth Sahib Ji in villages in Punjab. So the origins of this situation in Punjab stems from the theft of a sarup of Guru Granth Sahib Ji from a gurdwara on June 1st, along with a taunting letter challenging Sikhs to find the location of the Guru. Following this, on October 12th, torn angs of the Guru were found scattered around the village. The outrage of the Sikh community boiled over into peaceful protests demanding the police to apprehend the suspects responsible for the theft. During these sit-in protests, the police responded with violence and opened fire on the congregation, leaving 2 Sikhs dead and many injured. This sparked further outrage and violent reactions as a lack of action by the police and attacks on protesters has prompted Sikhs to take matters into their own hands. In the present day, Sikhs are continuing to hold protest marches and sit-ins, shutting down major roads in and outside of Punjab. In the midst of all that has been happening, points have arisen which the Sikh community has come to critique. The unity of the Khalsa Panth has come into question. At the same time, the unity of the people of Punjab has been highlighted. The Hindu and Muslim communities have shown solidarity with the Sikhs and joined in the protesting. I've seen people pose the question of how can the Muslims speak up against the disrespect of Guruji while other Sikhs remain silent. I agree with this critique. However, I would like to add that this speaks to the universal message of Nanak within Guru Granth Sahib Ji, that Guruji isn't solely for Sikhs but for all of humanity. Another question I have seen is where are the Nihang Singhs during all of this? They should be defending the Guru and the Panth at all times. I feel that this is an issue that can be explored in huge detail. However, in short, it isn't solely the Nihang Singhs' duty to protect the Guru. It's the duty of all Sikhs to defend the Guru and themselves. Calling the Nihangs a sideshow or circus act isn't going to do anything towards bringing unity to the Khalsa Panth. Although I do share in the sentiments that the Nihangs should be present with the protesters at all times, and if peace is disturbed, they should be the front lines of defense. Sikh celebrities have also been criticized for not speaking out, but I don't think this is a huge deal, as we shouldn't be looking towards these people for leadership. Our leader is Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and should only be Guru Granth Sahib Ji. If we want to create awareness, we should be taking it upon ourselves to spread the news. A tweet from a celebrity may reach a wider audience, but if every Sikh who has heard about the situation told another one, I believe it would have a similar effect. I want to touch a little on the hashtag sikhlivesmatter as well. While it does bring awareness to the issue, which is a good thing, I believe piggybacking off the Black Lives Matter movement isn't the way we should be bringing attention to our cause. To me, it's as simple as coming up with a unique hashtag. Also, creating awareness should lead to taking action. It seems as though people want to hear other people speak on an issue, and then they can rest easy feeling a sense of accomplishment that it's out of their hands and now someone else can do something about it. This is the opposite mentality a Sikh should have. I'll sound hypocritical with what I'm about to say next, but we shouldn't solely be looking to create awareness without the intentions of taking action. Guru Gobind Singh Ji didn't instruct Singhs to see him with 5 weapons just because they would look fierce. He instructed Singhs to train in martial arts so that they could take action themselves when a need arose, instead of hoping someone else came along and do it for them. Could you imagine Banda Singh Bahadur going to Sirhind and asking Wazir Khan to come outside so we can arrest you? We need to remember Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the Jyot of Nanak and Guru Panth is the body of the Guru. We need to be a people of action, not bystanders. We shouldn't wait for Baba Deep Singhs or Sant Jarnail Singhs to arise. We should be striving to become like them ourselves. During the protests, we shouldn't forget Bapu Surat Singh, who's been on hunger strike longer than 280 days to have Singhs who've served their sentences released from prison. Bapu Surat Singh has always put the Panth in the forefront, even in the dark days of 1984, and he has been in the forefront for the rights of Sikh political prisoners today. I feel like Bapuji's struggle is one that will prove to us that the Punjab and Indian government doesn't care if Sikhs die waiting for them to deliver justice to us. If Bapuji does give his life, it will make us realize that picketing the oppressive regime is fruitless, and the only way to freedom is self-empowerment, echoing the sentiments of the 10 Nanaks and Guru Sahib today. Politics have made their way into this issue as well, as frustration and loss of faith in the government's sympathy towards the Sikhs has led to some protesters raising flags of Khalistan. This has been an easy target for Indian government elements and the media, as protesters have now been called radicals, instilling images of separatism amongst the rest of the Indian populace and the uninformed public abroad. The Punjab government has made attempts to malign the international Sikh diaspora, claiming that foreign elements and funding are the root for the upheaval in Punjab. KPS Gill, a former deputy superintendent of police, commented that he believes the diaspora is behind the agitation, without any facts, while at the same time refusing to comment on the deaths of the 2 Singh protesters, commenting, "Let us wait for the inquiry report." I have a question. What exactly would foreign funding be going towards? Like, honestly, I can't see why peaceful protest would require funding. It just sounds like slander and fear-mongering. Recently, the police claimed that they have found the culprits behind the desecration in 5 out of 7 cases, also arresting one protester who had his spine broken during the protest. It again sounds like to try and pacify the situation, the police are registering false cases and arresting whoever they can try and pin the blame on. Why would the alleged culprit be at the protests risking his well-being when he could be sitting comfortably away from the event, since he would obviously have no respect for the Guru? It seems as though the whole movement is being discredited through misinformation, and an effort is being made to divert attention from the fact that this is a grassroots movement by a frustrated community. Going forward, it feels as though the Sikh community has had enough of the corruption in the government and its neglect for its citizens. So it feels as though this is an important event for Sikhs to build upon. There is a Shabad Khalsa called to take place on November 10th, in which Indian and international Sikhs are going to be represented. This Shabad Khalsa has been called off by the head of the SGPC and the Akal Takht, claiming that a Shabad Khalsa will only take place if they call one. The Akal Takht and the 4 other Jathedars have come under fire for giving a pardon to the head of a cult in Panjab. They were also summoned by the Panjabi to explain their reasoning for the pardoning. Following this, the Panjabi were suspended, which is a blasphemous act, as a Jathedar is placing his authority on a level above even the Guru. The authority of the Panjabi is absolute. In the past, Guru Granth Sahib Ji had to heed their decision when he was asked to vacate Jamkaur. I believe these recent events will lead to a reformation in the temporal structure of the Sikhs, as the Jathedars are losing credibility amongst the Sikh community at large. One of the issues at the Shabad Khalsa should be to appoint 5 new Jathedars. This would definitely be a step in the right direction. As the protests continue and new developments unfold, I hope that the public keeps an eye on how future events relating to the unrest in Punjab transpire. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this video.